Before we get into this, make sure you hit that subscribe button, because today we're talking about someone whose name has been quietly finding its way back into conversations again. Debbie Harry. And if you've been noticing that too, you're not alone. It's subtle, but it's there. Old clips resurfacing, iconic photos showing up again, her voice, her look, her presence all coming back into focus at once. So let's slow this down for a second and really talk about why. Because for a lot of people, Debbie Harry isn't just a musician. She's a feeling. There's something about her that never quite fits into one box. A mix of cool, mystery, confidence, and something a little dangerous. She didn't just walk into the spotlight. She owned it in a way that felt completely natural, almost effortless. But here's the thing, most people recognize the image. Very few actually know the story behind it. Let's go back. Late 1970s. New York City is raw, chaotic, alive. And right in the middle of that energy, a band starts to break through. Blondie. And at the center of it all, Debbie Harry. Not just as a singer, but as a presence people couldn't ignore. It wasn't just the music. It was the attitude. The look. The way she blended punk, pop, and something entirely her own. Songs like Heart of Glass didn't just climb charts, they changed the sound of the moment. And suddenly, Debbie Harry wasn't just part of the scene. She was defining it. But here's what people don't always talk about. It wasn't easy. The industry didn't quite know what to do with her at first. She didn't fit the typical mold. Too edgy for pop, too polished for punk. But instead of changing herself to fit in, she made the world adjust to her. And that takes something rare. As the years moved forward, she didn't just stay in one place. She experimented, acting, evolving musically, stepping in and out of the spotlight on her own terms. There were highs, there were setbacks, moments where things slowed down, where the noise around her faded a bit. But she never disappeared. And maybe that's what makes this moment right now feel different. Because what we're seeing isn't just nostalgia. It's recognition. A reminder of someone who helped shape an entire era, and somehow still feels relevant without trying too hard. Debbie Harry was never just about trends. She was about identity. About being unapologetically yourself, before that was even a conversation people were having. And today, when her name starts showing up again, when people rediscover those songs, those performances, it hits differently. Not just as a throwback, but as proof that real presence doesn't fade. Because Debbie Harry was never just a moment. She's a statement. And honestly, that's the kind of legacy that doesn't need to chase attention. It just naturally comes back around.